Howdy, Beefalo Bart here, and welcome! This video is brought to you by Strava Craft Coffees. Coffee with the kick of CBD. You guys know that I love my coffee, and you know that I'm not going to have any sponsors that would actually be a product that I don't care for. And after trying the very first cup of this stuff, I was in love. And go to their store. You can get coffee in the bag, K-Cups, and espresso pods. I like my Keurig, so I use the K-Cups. Now, I have tried the medium roast and the dark roast, and I have also tried the decaf. I love my caffeine, though. Well, what I do recommend is they have, when you place your order, you can actually order a small 4-pack and sample it, but you're going to love it. The first one that I actually ordered was this one right here. It shows 80 milligrams, but it's 20 milligrams of CBD per cup, and the medium roast. Well, I think the next order I'm going to do is the dark roast, because after trying the dark roast, I really like it too. But you can get a 4-pack, 12-pack, or 48-pack, and you won't regret it. This stuff is great. Alright, let's get into it. What is better than the Ankh Mark 38? The Tayga. So let's go ahead and go grab that one. Now, while doing the speedrun mission and other stuff, kept noticing there was a truck off to the side of the road, and I went and just stuck my nose on the yellow square just to highlight it, and came up with this SOS. And it's not showing up here or here yet, so let's go ahead and go take a look. So we're going to go ahead and leave the garage, and let's boogie on over. Now, we're still in Russia, and one of the things I wanted to do was go ahead and get the Tayga, and I'll do that on this video. And off video, what I will do is go ahead and grab all of the upgrades that are currently on this map. So hopefully we'll get something for the Tayga and for the Mudbug, the Tuz 166. Because those are actually my favorite trucks besides this one right here. And between this truck here and the Tayga, that's pretty much going to cover all your hauling needs for quite some time in the game. And then the Tuz 166 is actually one of my favorite scouts, even though it's not the biggest and most powerful. It is small, lightweight, and agile, and it does need a few more upgrades to be where I want it to be. It's not perfect. It'll never be perfect, but it's perfect for what I want. So after we get this truck recovered, and that I will off stream, I will actually go ahead and recover all of the upgrades that are on this map. And once I've got all of them, then the whole big thing is to go back to Michigan and do as much of that map as possible, because really and truly the missions are going to be a lot easier. You'll level up faster, and you'll get, decent amount of credits and so forth, and more trucks. It's never a bad thing, right? But I wanted to be prepared, and I wanted to have this truck, and I wanted to have the Tayga, so that we've got pretty much some of the best in-game early on. So here's the Tayga. We're going to head up over here first and stick our nose up onto the yellow square so we can go ahead and accept the mission. Alright, so show task. Alexander, the local inventor, decided to try and increase the speed and efficiency of his truck with some simple modifications. Upon testing, he plunged off the road and blew the engine. Would you mind taking a look? Okay, so we're going to accept the mission and start tracking. First off, we need repair status and fuel status of 100, which is going to be interesting because we don't have much in the way of doing that. So let's go ahead and, for now, let's go ahead and just get it towed, get it out of here. And is there an easier way of getting it out? Well, definitely not that way. So we're going to end up having to pull it this way to get it back to the road and then back across there. Might be able to drag it across this way, but I prefer to drag them backwards. Whenever possible. So we're going to hook up, and for now we're just going to go ahead and winch it back to our base of operation. Trying to pull it up the other side, you're fighting against trying to get its nose up and so forth, and it'll be a lot more difficult. By going this way, we don't have to go through the ditch, we can just go around it. It's going to be pretty much dead weight because it's broken and out of fuel. So I'm just going to go ahead and snatch and grab, or carry it back to the base. Then from there, I can actually see what I've got with repairs. And unfortunately, since we're still new in the game, we don't have a whole lot of repair capability, and we don't have a whole lot of credits. So you're probably going to end up having to move around, try different things just to get the truck rolling. Start getting in too deep in mud like I was just in. Completely reposition and try again. So just wanted to pull the rear end and get it away from that mud a little bit so that I can back up close to the same track that it was on, because even though it doesn't look like much, that was actually a road. Well, at least a trail. But I did need to get it away from that tree a little bit. Alright, so let's see what we can do this time. I want to get it going and moving before I start winching it back closer again. Because I do have some straight open area right here that I can work with. And since I do have trees, I'm not going to hesitate to just winch the thing while I'm doing it. I don't mind digging a little bit of a hole, but I'd rather not to. Rather not if I don't have to. So what I think I'll do here is, since this is going to be a long recovery also, even though we don't have very far to go, save on a little bit of air time here, I will go ahead and just do some jump cuts to get back to the base of operations, or the garage. And once I get back there, we'll start doing some repairs and then see what we've got to do after that. Alright, so that was a long and tedious recovery, but let's go ahead and park it here. And what we can do is see what we got in the way of repairs and recovery without having to buy any more trailers or anything else. So I'll put the Mark 38 back in the garage, and now we've got a roof rack on a couple of vehicles. Alright, so we'll retain that, like our truck storage. The 166 has fuel and tires, and I believe that has some repairs in the bed. So let's start off with the mud bug and leave garage. Now it shows 0 on repair status and fuel status. You see, all I have is fuel and spare tire. I don't have any repair parts. But I can do what I can. Both refuel, and the source will be the small roof rack, and destination will be him. That's a lot of fuel. So, but we can actually do this as well and take all the fuel from here, because even though we just need to drive right there, we can't. Now we're out of gas, so we can just recover the vehicle. So repair wise, wheels are okay. So we need 2 more, and we don't have any repair parts. So we know we need fuel and we need tires. So let's go ahead and recover this one. retain. Let's grab the 1500 and see what we have on it. We got repairs and tires. So it will take you a little bit to do. It's still better than having to buy anything else, since you don't have a whole lot of credits when you're first starting off. So we'll do refuel. Why is it going down? It shouldn't be running at all. But apparently the fuel is going down. So we'll do repair and repair what we can here, which isn't much. So it's going to take a couple trips back and forth. And we've already depleted our fuel, so let's go ahead and put this one back in the garage and recover. We're going to do this a couple times, and although it will suck, it's, like I said, if you don't have the credits to buy a fuel trailer or a repair trailer or anything else right now, then this will just have to do. So again, in the essence of time, I'll go ahead and speed up this process and do a jump cut. 3 years later. Okay, so when you get the fuel status up to 100%, even though it kept going down for some reason, I don't know if it's fuel leak, engine's running, whatever, it will stay at 100%, so you're good to go on that. So if this is the only way you've got to make repairs, just keep doing it. When you get to this point right here, do your repair until it gets to 100%, and there you go. I've told him 1,000 times, if it ain't broke, you don't need to fix it. He never listens. Oh well. So now we have the Tayga 6436, and now it's fully repaired and full of fuel. The first thing we're going to do with it is put it in the garage. One of the very first upgrades I would really consider doing on this is tires. So let's move this to the garage and retain it. And let's go ahead and grab our truck and recover that. And let's take a look, see what we got for right now. And we'll go to our Tayga 6436, deploy, back, customize. We have nothing, and we have nothing, nothing. We do have the option of all-terrains, 4,900 smackaroonies. We don't have the credits for it. That's terrible. Winch, stock, spare wheel, no. Snorkel, you will want one as soon as you can. At least this guy. Either one is fine. That will be preferable later on, but whatever you can, get that. For frame add-ons, you can get the heavy crane. You can get this, which is free, which you will need for a couple missions. And time being, you can get the saddles, and that's it. You will be able to do some other things once you have the credits. Was just looking to see if there's anything that's currently on here that I could take off and sell and upgrade the tires. And it don't appear so. You do have a few rim options. Not a big deal. And of course paint options. Paint is free, thankfully. But since I don't have the extra credits right now to get these tires, I'll have to do something to do that. But, like I said, off camera, I will go ahead and retrieve all of the upgrades on this map. But I won't do any more recovery missions unless I cover them. This one, I believe, is a recovery where you can actually get this truck. It's not great, but it has personality. farm swim, another truck for recovery. But all I'm going to do for right now is I'm going to grab all the upgrades on this map, and then we're going to head back to Michigan. So look forward to seeing you there, and thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.